description. Link in description. If you want to check that out, okay? Okay. Link in description. I'm tired of having ashy hands when I'm recording. You know, you have to hold yourself to a professional standard. I'm just laughing because there's nothing professional about my videos. It's just hilarious. Concept of professional. I'm gonna be making myself lunch now. So I figured today I can just ramble while preparing some food. Uh-oh. Guess this can be a trigger as well. Spaghetti. I was hoping for like macaroni, but it seems we're out of that. Well, we have half a packet. I could cook that since I'm just cooking for myself, but I want there to be enough because then I have to cook dinner later as well. I'm not trying to like do that again this evening, so well, I'll still have to grill chicken, but at least I don't have to make other stuff. So I'll just cook this whole packet of So I've got the water boiling. I'm going to quickly dice this onion. You have to be quick so that the gas doesn't get in your eyes. Make you cry. Let me just rinse this real quick. Just quickly dice. Eyes started burning. Okay. Onions die. Oh, yeah, I realize there's half of a red onion that I need to get rid of. So let me quickly dice this as well. Okay. I'm gonna grate some cheese. I was following the Russell Brand story. He's been accused of multiple counts of sexual. I have a lot to say. The SA, the sexy assault. He's been accused of that. I don't know if YouTube is gonna be. If YouTube would have an issue with me saying that. But anyway, and like it's egregious claims. It's egregious claims. And you know, no one in a million years would suspect Russell Brand of such a thing. I'm very suspicious of the accusations. Just because, you know, it always seems like people that are very outspoken about certain social or political issues end up magically with these sort of charges being laid against them without fail. And it's always like years after the alleged events happened, when the person happens to be at their most inconvenient position relative to whoever does not like them, right? The political establishment. Is that enough cheese? Maybe a bit more. But regardless, I think it's way too easy to make these sort of claims. You don't really need evidence. You know, it's like hashtag believe all women. Regardless of evidence, right? It's like you can ruin someone's life just by words, which is which is insane to me. Like they should, and it's hard to prove the RAPE. It's hard to prove instances of that. Like, how do you prove it, especially like years after it happened? I'm gonna use this chicken in the pasta as well, because essays want to prove, especially after years have passed. We also shouldn't be quick to dismiss any claims of essay, like any accusations. But yeah, it's tricky because you're dealing with he said, she said a lot of the time, and I feel like you can't convict someone without evidence. It's not right. Because like someone can have kids, someone can have a family. So we shouldn't be quick to be like, let's ruin this person's life. Like, no, we need evidence before we can do such a thing. So the Russell Brand situation, we'll see how things develop if they find meaningful evidence. One of the girls has already come out and being like, yeah, he never did that to me. As far as I know, he's a great guy. I don't know if she said he's a great guy. I just know that she said he never treated her in that way. So yeah, we'll see how things develop over time. With me, I actually had an incident 2021. Nothing crazy, but there's this girl that I knew from like high school. We had a thing for quite some time in high school. It wasn't like a relationship, but we liked each other, and we went on like a couple dates, and I'd met her parents and been to her house and stuff like that. So it wasn't nothing. So we were quite close. Then 2019, I remember we hadn't spoken for some time, but I hit her up and we got to talking, right? And then she had mentioned how she wished she could have sex with a friend without it being anything serious. At the time, I didn't have the moral convictions I have now. Like now, these days, my stance on sex is no premarital sex, but at the time, that was not the case. So when she's like, "Oh, I wish I could have a friend that I could have sex with," yada yada yada, I put two and two together, and I was like, "Wait, do you wanna have sex with me?" And then she was like, "Yeah, why not?" Okay. So I'm trying to set things up and whatnot. And maybe 2-3 hours later, she hits me up. She's like, "You know what? Oh, by the way, this whole thing was over text. This whole conversation about having sex and whatnot, it was over text." 2 hours later, she hits me up like, "You know what? I think I'm celibate now." Yeah, so I was like, okay, never mind then, I guess. So that's that. Move on. Don't think much about it. Years later, 2021. So that whole thing happened in 2019. 2021. I hit her up again just to check on her. I was thinking about her. So I'm like, "Yo, what's up? How you been?" All that good stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good. But remember that time in 2021 when you and me talked about having sex, and then I changed my mind and all that stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, based on the text you sent, I felt like you were angry, and that made me feel unsafe." I was like, "What?" So now I'm very prone to guilt. Like if someone accuses me of something, my immediate assumption is I've done something wrong. It's a character flaw because people can take advantage of that, right? So I'm already apologizing even though I'm not entirely sure what I did wrong. And yeah, she elaborates. She's like, "Yeah, I just felt like you were angry at me, and it made me realize that maybe if I'd been in a room with you, in a closed room with you, I don't know what would happen." And then she was like, she said, "You and men that are APE women are the same." And I was like, "What?" So now I'm shocked. I'm so shocked because I did not expect the conversation to go in that direction. I'd hit her up after years of not talking to her just because she'd gotten a boyfriend, and I was like, there's no point in us talking. We've got a history. It would be weird if we kept talking. So I wasn't talking to her. So then it just came as a shock that after reaching out, that's what she says to me, because I did not know that had happened, because when she'd changed her mind about having sex, it didn't bother me. It didn't anger me. I wasn't that perturbed by it. I moved on, and thought nothing of it for years. Like, it wasn't an issue to me. Come to find out, it was a huge issue for her. She felt offended by me supposedly being angry. So, I hit up my female friends just to get their perspective on it. Every single one of them said, yeah, she's tripping, bro. She's tripping. I called several of them just to confirm that I'm not the one that's crazy. And when they confirmed for me, I hit her back, the girl, and I was like, you know what, I retract my apology because I just feel like you're accusing me of something I didn't do, and it's not good for me to admit to things, to plead guilty to things I didn't do. She wasn't happy about that. She didn't respond and she blocked me. But that whole incident, right, made me think, like, imagine I did have sex with her and then she regretted the sex and then retroactively was like, you know what, because I didn't like it or because I changed my mind, now I've decided that sex was not consensual. That actually happens to people. That actually happens. Like, for real. I'm not making that up. People do that. Girls have sex with guys, and then after they've had sex, they're like, you know what? I actually didn't want to do that. He raped me. Oh, I shouldn't have said the R word. Oh well, we'll see what happens if YouTube does something about that. So I was like, imagine if I'd actually slept with this girl. Oh my god. So from that moment onwards, I was like, you know what? This thing of like wanting to sleep with women and, outside of marriage and with multiple girls and all that sort of stuff, I'm done. I'm done with that. And yeah, I haven't looked back since. Now, like, my perspective on premarital sex has matured. It's no longer like a thing of just trying to stay out of trouble, but also a thing of like premarital sex. It has many other drawbacks besides potentially being accused of sexual assault. It can lead to other things as well, like divorce, for several reasons. So yeah, my perspective on premarital sex has evolved since then. But I just wish I'd never even entertained her suggestion when she brought it up, because then that would never have happened. But it just makes me think of how easy it is to get accused by these women. Not all of them are lying, of course. I'm not saying that. But some of them are. And I just feel like we should take these claims seriously and try to find evidence, Otherwise, what are we doing? What are we doing? But yeah, it's very easy to become like cynical when you go through an experience like that. You can start to think like, oh, F woman, yada yada yada. Especially like if you've been genuinely accused of like actual rape and you didn't do it. Some guys become very bitter and resentful after that, like very bitter, and they don't trust women. But I think it's important to understand that people are people, man. Women lie, men lie, everyone lies. The thing with believe a woman is a bunch of nonsense, because it suggests that women don't lie. So obviously don't believe a woman, because women lie. Believe evidence. believe facts. Everything else be damned. But yeah, there are a lot of good women out there, a lot of normal women who aren't out to get you. And that's why I remain hopeful that I'll find a lovely girl who will take care of me, and I don't have to have my guard up around her. I don't have to worry about her at all. I know that she'll always have my back. I know that girls like that exist, and they exist in abundance too. It's not. I will say though, it does seem like these days it's at least in my experience, it's easier to meet some of these shiesty girls than it is to meet someone like that's just chilled and you don't have to keep an eye on. Maybe it's those kind of spaces I find myself in. Maybe that's the reason. I'm an artist, so sometimes you'll be at events and maybe at like someone invites you to some sort of party and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe my perspective is not entirely reliable. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is there are many, many good women. Many. So as dudes, we should just remember that. Because it's not nice when women say men are trash. Like, we hate that, right? It's offensive and it's mean. So it's not right to label half the human population as trash. So we shouldn't do the same thing, because we're literally doing the same thing when we say all women are this and all women are that. Like, no, it's some. There are quite a lot of good women out there. Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot. More than you can count. That's for sure. Oh, dropped meat on the floor. I was gonna say that's what she said, but I don't know if that works. But yeah, man, it's so easy as a dude to get accused of anything these days, at least. So easy. Oh my god. You do not have to do much to find yourself in some sort of scandal. That's why you have to be careful, man. Careful who you hang around with. Careful whose company you keep. Just be careful. You can find yourself in all sorts of shenanigans you don't want to be in. I hope watching me shred this meat with my hands has been somewhat relaxing, and hearing my voice. Otherwise, some of you will be upset right now because you're not getting anything out of this video. But with regards to the woman thing, the believer woman, I think some girls puzzle me because women know each other. Y'all know how vindictive and manipulative you can be. You know how much you lie, and you know how much you scheme. So I don't understand this thing of believer women, as if women are above reproach. They're these perfect creatures, incapable of lying and doing bad things. Because it's like, why do women lie about that? Why do women do this and that? Like, she has no reason. Like, women are spiteful, fam. Women are vindictive when they want to be. Like, oh my god. With men, when we have issues with each other, we just fight. We throw hands. Pow, pow, pow. A woman would be like, how can I destroy this individual's life? Men or women, she can be like, this person did me dirty. Now I'm going to ruin them. Like, oh my god, girls in high school, the things they used to do to each other in high school, insane, dude. Very mean, very cruel. So I just don't know where they get this idea from. I believe all women. It's just so far from reality. It's insane. Like, that has not been your experience. Come on, stop lying. Your experience has been that women are trustworthy all the time. I need to meet those women. Hold on. Okay, the hard part is over. I've shredded the meat. So now, oh. Now I just gotta fry the onions. So I'm gonna take this I'm gonna take this coconut oil. In this pot. Yeah, hold on. I was boiling a pot of water, so I'm just gonna throw the spaghetti inside because this other stuff isn't gonna take that much time. So I'm just gonna break this. Oh. Don't want to waste all this. Gotta pick it up and throw it in the pot. Okay. This is gonna be a bit loud because I left the oil heating for quite some time. So, oh, let me move back a little bit. Adding the chicken. And just heat a little bit. So just add a little bit of all-purpose flour just to you want to create a sauce, so yeah, it's I had about like about a tablespoon, more or less a tablespoon, but you know, it depends on the quantity, like whatever it is you're cooking, right? There you go. Okay, that's the sauce. I'm gonna add a bit of mustard. Smells good. And some oregano, some paprika, just a bit of paprika, and some salt. What else did I add? I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, a little bit of cayenne pepper as well, just to spice it up and give it a bit more flavor. I added a bit more salt as well. So yeah. Okay, that's the end product. That's the end product. That's the end product. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. By the way, I like to pray at the end of all my videos just to impart blessing and peace and all that good stuff. What is with this lighting? Oh, there we go. It's phone, man. So yeah. Dear God, thank you for this individual watching this right now. Thank you for making them whole and unique, and you're guiding them on a good path, and you're blessing them. You're taking care of them. You're introducing good people in their life who love them and cherish them and help them feel seen and heard, and bring the best out of them every single day and push them. Help this individual be aware of their value, their immeasurable value, made in your image. Thus, this is value that no one can ever take away from them, Lord. Help them be aware of this value and help them live as if they're valuable. And yeah, just bless the people in their life to help this person feel valuable as well. And I just pray that this person has a lot to look forward to every single day when they wake up in the morning, that there's things to do and these people to see, and there's just a lot to be thankful for. Instill a spirit of gratitude in them so they can constantly give thanks and be happy and be content with what they have, and that you bless them with more as a result. You keep blessing them, but just instill in them a spirit of gratitude as well. So good health, long life, and happiness over this person over all the days of their life. In your mighty name I pray. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.